Hi, I'm Mary Goulet from Momstown TV, and I am here at the ABC Kids Expo in Las Vegas with Kathy Haskell, the creator of EIO Products. How are you?
Good, great,
Now,
thank
this
you.
is your first
First
expo.
show. Mhm.
All right, well, tell us about your fabulous product.
Well, the EIOKidsCup is a healthy alternative to the sippy cup. It fosters proper speech and dental development in toddlers.
Well, you know, I never thought of that. I have two kids, and kids walk around with their sippy cups all the time, but you're saying that's not good for their development of their
Speech,
speech?
nor their dental development. So let's start with the speech. Many speech pathologists feel that they're seeing an increased number of children with poor articulation development because the prolonged use of the sippy cup requires them to suck and swallow all the time, and it doesn't lead to drinking from a cup with a
Right.
recessed cap requires that they recruit greater oral motor muscle activity in order to be successful.
Right, because when I was a kid, we didn't have these things. You know, sippy cups.
Sippy cups,
The
right.
standard sippy cups. So
Yep.
you're kind of, this is a darling thing because it's an actual
It's a canning jar.
A canning jar that you
Yes, it
created,
is.
the cap to fit, and then I don't know if you can see this, but it has the recessed.
Yes, so it's a recessed cap. It's spill resistant and BPA free. Easily threads on. It's a one-piece design, spout free, valve free. It's easy to clean and it's free flowing. So the free flowing part is the part that's the
So they're
secret
not
sauce,
having
for
to
instance.
extra work to get.
Well, they're
suck the-
recruiting the muscles that require them to learn the suck-swallow motion, which leads to proper articulation development.
Wow,
That's
I
why
never
speech
would have made the
pathologists-
connection.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so what is the significance of the sleeve? It's a silicone sleeve?
It's a silicone sleeve, and it fits snugly around the canning jar, and it has wavy lines and circles. And the reason why it has circles is so you can see how much liquid is in your jar, in your cup.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times when you have a sippy cup with all the cartoon characters on it, you can't see how much liquid is in there.
Yes,
And so
especially-
when you can't see the liquids, and it's also a clear cap, when you can't see the liquids coming at your face, you tend to do this. So have you ever seen a child who has used a sippy cup for a long time? The first thing they do when they get a cup without a cap on it,
Yes.
and it goes everywhere.
Right.
Yes. So the fact that you can see your liquids on the holes in the jar, in the sleeve, and through the top, the child can watch the liquid come towards his or her
Nice.
face.
Nice. Well, we were joking earlier about finding sippy cups in the back of the
Yes.
car, underneath the sofa, and
Right.
yucky,
Right. So
yucky.
aside from the dental benefits of this jar, the cup, is that that the other part was that I would find these sippy cups underneath the couch in the back of the minivan, and they would stink,
Right.
throwing an extra apple inside the jar after
Yeah,
days
oh.
and days of apple juice. So, but the free-flowing cap, per the ADA's recommendation, children over the age of 1 should not use a cup with a valve because the prolonged sucking action leads to dental caries, ECC, which is the largest disease for children under 5 in
Oh
America.
my gosh.
And our spout-free, valve-free design discourages this.
Okay, so how many children do you have, Kathy?
I have 3 children,
Under the age of?
5.
Oh my gosh. What inspired you to create this product?
So when I was a first-time mom, I had 2 children in 12 months. My children were born June 25th of 2005 and June 26th of 2006.
Oh my gosh.
So I was a regular in the maternity ward, and then when I got home, about 6 months later, I started my first business, which was an outdoor stroller buggy workout class.
Oh my
and I would
gosh.
put both my children in the jogger, and I'd be going along, and I'd get back just in time for lunch. So you can imagine putting 2 children, 1 and 1.5 and 12 months younger than that, into their chairs, running over. I call this the mealtime dance. Running over to the refrigerator, getting out the thing, running over to that sippy cup drawer, pulling it open.
Yes.
And then not putting all those parts together because the companies don't fit. So if you mix up the valve with the wrong cap, it spills.
Exactly.
So then I would get them into their high chairs, get their milk, get everything situated, and start to eat myself. And they would tip back the sippy cup, and the milk
everywhere.
would be everywhere, and they'd start crying. So
There goes
one day
lunch.
there goes lunch. So then I took out the sippy cup drawer and I recycled the whole thing. I went out to the store. I'm not a canner. I have never canned in my
I know.
life.
I don't know how you even came
Yeah.
up with this
I
idea
don't know
with
either.
the jar.
I was with the jogger looking. I was like, I need something without a cap or a valve, and I found the 8-ounce canning jar, and it came with the tin cap.
Right.
So we took it home. We stuck a beer koozie on it, poked some holes in the tin cap, and gave it to our children.
Really?
That's how it started.
Oh my gosh. And you have a very young company.
Very
Maybe-
young. We were on the market since June of 2010.
And how's it going?
It's going great. I have
is very
40
exciting.
retailers. It's very exciting.
Oh, do you really?
Yes.
Awesome. Now, do you have a website people can go to find out more
Yep,
information?
www.EIOKidsCup.com.
Awesome. And okay, now you have an accessory as well. So
Yes.
if they already have the glass
I have
jar,
many moms who are already canners or use the canning jar as a cup for their kids because it's a very durable glass.
And it's BPA free.
And it's BPA free. It's easy to recycle. And so that you can get the cap and sleeve sets in purple, orange, and green as well in this.
Wow, that's awesome. Now, do you have any other ideas you might be coming up with?
Oh, I
You
do.
can't tell me.
Do. No, I can't. Yeah. Spin-off products on the canning jar. As you can see, our cap will fit many sizes of the canning jar. So our cap fits the 4, which is a great place to start, of the 4-ounce jar.
Okay.
Which is a great place to start when you're teaching your 12-month-old how to use the EIO Kids Cup. Use the 4-ounce jar with the cap. And it's little enough, you just put 2 ounces
Just
of
a
liquid in it.
little bit, right.
And they learn how to pick it up, put it down, because the method, the teaching of sitting, eating, and drinking is what we're trying to inspire in our children. We're trying to inspire in our children that eating, drinking is one activity, and playing is another. That the two don't need to go hand in hand. We don't need to be always eating. We don't need to be always drinking. We
Right.
need to separate those two activities. And this cup promotes that because it's not a sippy cup. It doesn't have lots of bells and whistles. And so this cap fits lots of different sizes, so it grows with your child.
Nice.
So my 5-year-old uses this without the cap.
Okay, so what I did with my daughter, I stopped her with the sippy cup,
Yeah.
but she would still spill things all the time.
Yes.
You know, knock over the regular
over
glass.
the regular
You
glass.
know, and that's fine. That's what they do
Right.
at that age. But
Right.
this would be a great alternative.
Yes.
Because when you say spill resistant,
Mhm.
it's still going to spill.
It's still going to spill, but it's obviously not going to come free flowing out.
Right.
Right. And
Whereas
it's
the
going
sippy
to
cup will
dribble.
say the sippy cup doesn't.
It's spill proof. But actually, what sippy cup have you ever had that's really spill proof?
No, they dribble out.
They dribble out.
Absolutely.
Your kid learns to mush the nipple on the table, and it all comes out.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a great opportunity for someone, a parent, to
Yes.
give this to their child who's not ready for just an open glass.
Right. So 2 years and above. So
Okay.
you can start training around 12 months, like I said, with the 4-ounce jar, with the cap in the 4-ounce jar, and start training with just a little bit of liquid or in the 8-ounce jar with just a little bit of liquid.
Okay.
Teaching them the motion of you pick up your cup, sip, and you put it down. We don't
That is-
teach kids to throw things. We teach them to put it down.
Right, perfect.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Kathy.
Oh,
Good
no,
luck
thank
with
you.
EIO products.